If you are a woman in retail looking to grow your career, connect with industry leaders, and recharge in a supportive community, the Women in Retail Leadership Summit is the event for you. And to all our male listeners, if you know an amazing female colleague who would benefit from this experience, be sure to pass the word along. Happening at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton Amelia Island in April, registration is now open at womeninretailsummit.com.
Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Campanelli. I am the co-founder of the Women in Retail Leadership Circle, a membership-based community of executive women at leading retailers and brands. We're excited to be here at the NRF Big Show in New York City with Ashley Kechter, the president of Fabletics, who's going to speak to us today about her career, her thoughts on the impact of social channels on shopping behavior, trends she's tracking, and more. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about your career background. Where were you before Fabletics, and tell us about your current role?
Yeah, so my background consists heavily in the consumer products and fashion apparel space. So I spent 15 years at Gap Inc. brands, spent time in all of their brands, so Old Navy, Gap, Banana Republic. And then I spent 7 years at RH. Most of my experience spans product creation, so everything from merchandising, inventory management, and buying, product development, and then have led full P&Ls as a GM over the last 10 plus years in chief merchandising capacity, and then leading in my current role as president capacity for Fabletics.
Great, exciting. I know that you're speaking here at the NRF about the impact of social channels on shopping behavior and sales. So can you share a few examples of how Fabletics has effectively leveraged social channels such as TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest to reach your target audience?
Yes, absolutely. So Fabletics is a great example of a brand who's leaned into social proof from the beginning. So we launched and we're early in adoption for launching influencers and partnering with celebrities to help build brand awareness and to help grow those channels. And so we have a really robust influencer and UGC program that we use on our site. We were digital first to the market in activewear. We're leveraging solutions like Tagstar, where we're having that very direct response marketing where we're tagging items, we're creating that FOMO and that urgency message, but we're using that across most of our channels. And so the UGC we're leaning into for paid media, we're leveraging it for social, we have it on our PDP. Tagstar is our digital solution where we're working with them on how we flag and tag things with that very direct response messaging. And then we do a lot just across the board on our site with video and more content for the customer to really engage and interact with our product and the users that are wearing, the UGC people that are wearing it.
It's pretty comprehensive. So how do you measure the ROI of these social media investments, especially the influencer marketing that you just talked about and the social proof campaigns?
Yeah, so there's some metrics that are fairly straightforward for us to measure. So when it comes to something like Tagstar, where we actually have items tagged, we can measure the direct impact of an item that is tagged versus one that's not, and we'll see that conversion lift. And so we saw with that solution in particular, we saw a 3% lift in our conversion. For something like our influencer program, where we're working with like thousands of influencers in various forms, whether they're on TikTok or in Instagram, we are able to measure link clicks, engagement, follower count, how much reach we're gaining from those people. On like a true performance media side, we're measuring CAC and just understanding what those customer acquisition costs are and how that ties out to what our budgets are. And so we're looking at it broadly. And then I'd say on our higher scale, like celebrity partnerships, so a Khloe Kardashian, like for her, we are really partnering with her more around designing collections, gaining that brand awareness, much higher level of the funnel versus going that more direct response or lower funnel marketing that we do on the influencer program or that social proof marketing that I spoke to earlier.
Interesting. So I guess in some capacity, it depends on the influencer as to how you're going to be measuring it and preparing the campaign. So that's interesting. I'd love to talk a little bit about your management style. We love to do that here at Women in Retail. So you're the global brand president. You said that you have full P&L leadership across all markets and channels. So how do you approach building a successful and motivated team in this sometimes challenging retail environment?
Yeah, I think for me, what it comes down to is finding the right people that are passionate about the brand and being part of the team. That it starts with that. I think building a team requires understanding what talents you need on your team that you may lack or that you want to emphasize in order to be successful. How to set clear vision and direction. For me, it's important that my team really understands what are the goals that we're trying to achieve, what is our short-term and long-term plan, setting milestones and KPIs that people can track against so they feel like they're delivering and meeting the objectives, and then ensuring that recognition is front and center, because I think everyone is working so hard. The world's crazy. I'm in LA, there's fires, things are happening, it's tragic, right? Like, it's a really hard place to be a lot of times, and I want everyone to come to work and have fun and enjoy the time that they have in the office. And I want them to feel like they're doing a great job and to get that recognition and to really know that they're making a difference in the work that we do. And so I like to lead by ensuring that that recognition is there and that people are really clear on their goals and that they really understand the value that they're adding. And then to have, obviously, an understanding and appreciation for what's going on in their lives outside of just the office place. So we can be mindful and empathetic to what's happening with individuals on a daily basis.
That's great. As a follow-up to that, could you talk a little bit about some ways that you recognize your staff, or what do you do specifically for them to make them feel involved and cared for?
Yeah, so we have a couple of programs within the company that are a little bit more formalized, where we are recognizing every month a team and then an individual that have done something that is like standout performance, something that benefited a teammate, something that drove business results, something that was above and beyond what they might do. And that's, when I say formalized, it's something where we actually give them a day and we treat the whole team to something that they want to do. We give the individual a monetary spot bonus type of recognition and the whole company participates in nominating people for those types of awards, right? And so it's very broad across every functional area. And then every month we select both an individual and a team for that. So that's one broader scale thing. But on the just like day-to-day basis, right? Like, I will just go to people's cubes, say, hey, you did an awesome job on this. I like to send messages if someone killed it in a presentation. I'm a big fan of taking people out to lunch, just taking them, treating them, making time to actually talk and get to know them on the team. We have a very large team at Fabletics, over 800 people. I have a lot of direct reports and individuals under that. And so for me, sometimes the recognition is simple as just getting to know someone and making sure they understand I know how hard they're working and how much they're doing, and making time in my day to share that with them.
Yeah, it's amazing how stuff like that really helps. It makes people feel welcome and want to work for you.
Right.
And it's really not too much of a burden, to do.
No,
right?
not at all. And it's, the right thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to wrap it up with one more question. We're here at the NRF. There's a lot of trends I'm sure that you're seeing. Are there any trends that you could talk about in activewear or fashion apparel that you're excited about? And how is Fabletics responding to them?
Yes, absolutely. So, Fabletics was built on a leggings business. And one of the trends that we've seen over the last year or two is that the silhouettes and the leg shapes have changed entirely for bottoms, right? Leggings are still a thing, but people are wearing flares. They're wearing wide leg. They're wearing looser pants. They're wearing different lengths. And so I think for us, we've been successful because we've been able to adapt our assortment quickly to lean into some of these other trends that are out there in the bottoms space. And then there's been a big move into what I call sets. So whether that's like fleece sets or top bottom hookups, skirts, cute little dresses. So we've been leaning into that also in our assortment and expanding on other categories outside of just a leggings business or other categories outside of wear to the gym. And so we just launched our new Dawn pant. It's in men's. This is something you can wear to the golf course. You can wear it to the office. You can wear it in a presentation. You can run in it. Like, it is the most versatile pants that we have, but it looks elevated and really fits more in that lifestyle space. And so I think when I think of activewear in general, the consumer is really moving into more than just wearing it to the gym. They need to be able to wear it to multiple things within their day, and it needs to be able to take them from the office to the gym type dynamic. And so that's how we've been thinking about our product assortment. So we've got that versatility. And then continuing to look at categories that we can expand into that we don't, like we just launched scrubs last year. It's the first active inspired scrubs line. No other activewear company has done this. And so for us, it was an opportunity to give the medical industry and a lot of people that wear scrubs great quality product that's comfortable and that will perform like an activewear product will, but in the, in a hospital environment or in a medical environment. So looking at new ways and innovative ways to get into other categories such as that.
Cool. So cool. Well, it was so great to chat with you today, Ashley. We're out of time. Hope you have a great time at NRF and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me be here.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please go to womeninretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Women in Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review our show. Lastly, if you're a female retail leader interested in joining our community at Women in Retail Leadership Circle, visit womeninretail.com/apply. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Women in Retail Talks.
Female retail leaders. Join us at the Women in Retail Leadership Summit from April 28th to the 30th at the Ritz-Carlton, Amelia Island. It's 3 days of insights, networking, and inspiration. Male listeners, share this with your female colleagues. Register at womeninretailsummit.com.